Welcome to Around the ECHL, brought to you by True by Hilton. Tommy Daniels here, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Maurice Fitzgerald, and the man of the hour this past weekend, Riley Gill. What a great night it was for Riley and his family. Obviously getting an opportunity to be greeted and saluted by fans and former teammates and coaches. And wow, Riley, it was a big night. I know you told me you were going to be emotional. Hell, I was getting emotional up in the booth as I was watching all this going down. So I'm not sure how you held back the tears.
Yeah, it was definitely a great night. Very special to me and my family. Everything went very smoothly, and I just want to thank the All Americans organization again for putting it on for me. And it was just a memorable night, and I'll remember it for the rest of my life.
Now, what does this mean for you as far as, capping off your career? You're retired and everything, but this is the bow on top, I would say. Talk about the emotions, the thoughts going through your head.
Yeah, I know, we've talked about it a couple times, just brings back great memories. Like I said, we've had some awesome teams in Allen, some great players roll through there in my 4 years. I'm sure a few of those players are going to have their numbers up in the rafters someday as well. Like I said, it just brings back great memories, great times, not only from the championships, but from bus rides and game-winning goals and overtime games and just the whole 9 yards combined. It was a great 4 years for myself and Allen, and cherished for a long, long time. And and it makes it even more special too. Just I'm Allen High School coach there too, and I'm in that building a couple times a week now, and to tell my players that they look up in the stands, you can see my number up there, so I know what I'm talking about. It helps me out a little bit too.
Riley, it's very few players that get their numbers retired. I mean, you can't retire everybody's number, and I think you look at the New York Yankees, best example. I mean, it was just their biggest name players that get their numbers retired. Very few. Same with the Allen Americans. You mentioned there's other guys that will be coming as well. You would think that someday Chad Costello, his number 13 will go to the rafters as well. I mean, he's definitely earned that. But, when you think about actually your number being retired, that is just, it's got to be mind blowing for you, because look at over the 12 years, how many guys that have rolled through Allen who had pretty good careers. Some guys that are still up there, your buddies, the Ludwigs that were there, last night, Aaron Jens. I mean, we could go on and on. To be one of those selected few, I mean, that's a wow moment.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely means a lot. Especially for a goalie, number 30, very popular number for a goalie. I think it'll sink in, as more time goes on. But like I said last night too, a lot of great players that I could tell stories about and just talk on the phone with for an hour on end about the great times we had. And they deserve a lot of credit. I'm a goaltender, and I'm the last line of defense, but if our team doesn't score goals, we don't win the game. You know what I mean? But it was just special to be on those good teams. We had something really special there for those 14, 15, 15, 16, and even 16, 17 there in Allen. And the years prior to that, you guys had some very special teams as well. And just looking back at that, and having a 9-year professional career, those teams just don't come along very often. They really don't. And especially in minor pro sports, they don't stick around. You got guys that are moving around all the time and called up, and obviously want to move on to the next level and do what's best for their family. And we were very fortunate in Allen to have those great teams for so long, and I'll cherish it for a long time.
Well, you're talking about being the last line of defense on the ice. Well, what about the last line of defense at home, your wife, and talk about what it means to her and the boys, seeing, being there as part of the ceremony last night, seeing your number retired up into the rafters.
Yeah. My oldest son, he's 5 now. He's just starting to play hockey himself, and he loves to watch the YouTube clips and all that good stuff of my career. And I think as they get a little older, they'll look back at this night and really cherish it as well. Having my family there is just cherry on top of everything. And uh, we were gone quite a bit during the season. During the regular season and playoffs. Our family, is just about important as anything. If things aren't going smoothly at home, it makes it tough on the ice to perform and play your best. So I owe a lot of credit to my wife and taking care of our kids when I was playing. And it's good to see them around the rink still and enjoy the game. That way I can kind of stay in it and be involved with the Americans as well. And great organization, and I'm just proud to be up there in the rafters.
I don't think I asked you on Saturday night. Your mom was there. What did she have to say about all that? That had to be, she'll think back to the days when she took you to the rink as a kid. That had to really be special for her.
Yeah, it was really special for her, and we've been reminiscing. She's been here for about a week before, and we've just been reminiscing about the great times growing up in Minnesota, and waking up at 5:30 in the morning for those 6 a.m. Minnesota winter practices where it's minus 20 out, going to the rink. And that's definitely some dedication on their part, and I owe a ton of credit to them. And obviously playing goalie too, those goalie pads and goalie equipment aren't cheap. And takes a lot of determination and a lot of resilience, to be goalie parents, on the edge of their seat, I'm sure, in a lot of games. And the heart gets pumping, I'm sure, a little bit more than the average parent. But they've been great. They've been my greatest support line throughout the years. And obviously I left Minnesota right after I graduated high school, and I played 3 years of junior hockey and obviously 4 years of college hockey. So they definitely raised me right, and I was able to take that on to the next level. So I owe them a lot of credit for sure.
Well, you're talking about staying involved in the game. What are your plans moving forward? Not just for right now, but where do you see yourself in maybe 5-10 years within the sport of hockey?
Yeah, that's kind of up in the air for me right now. We got a great thing going, Allen High School hockey. It's great. Eric Adams, former player and former coach when we won that championship. He's the varsity head coach over there right now, and we got a couple other really good coaches there that are trying to produce some great players. We got 3 teams there at Allen right now, and it's just great to be involved in the game and try to coach up these young guys. And you don't really think of Texas as a hockey hotbed, more of football, but we got great coaches that, if a player wants to, move on to the next level or just be the best player you can be. We got some good coaches there, and hopefully can, continue the success. Where I see myself in 5 years, that's tough. It's just, I'm just taking it one step at a time right now. Things didn't really, end the way I planned it in my hockey career. And I'm fortunate enough to, have this successful construction company going right now and staying really busy with that. And my dad owned his own construction company when I was growing up in Minnesota. And that's where I learned almost everything I know from him. We were building custom homes from the ground up since I was 16 years old, and got quite a bit of experience in a little bit of everything, and taking it down here to Texas. And hopefully I can help out some of the fans and customers that came to watch me play. But yeah, right now that's just the plan, high school hockey, coaching, staying in the game, watching my kids grow up, and hopefully continue that construction company.
Riley, thank you again for doing this. It was great to see you the other night. The entire family. Find a good spot on the wall in behind you to put that big frame jersey. I know, I'm sure the boys would love to have it in their room, but that's your honor. And so glad to be a part of it last night. So great to see that video tribute from so many big names that you've played with, guys from Allen, guys from around your hockey career, including your former coach in Texarkana, John Cooper. And again, congratulations, buddy. You earned that night, and nobody can ever take it away from you.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. And I'll have to get on the radio again here one of these times in between periods and call a game or call a period with you. I'd love to do that. And looks like the Americans have another good team this year, so hopefully they can put another championship together. But thank you guys again for everything you've done. I know, Tommy, you do a lot of things behind the scenes that you don't get a lot of credit for, and I know you were helping Angie out quite a bit with putting everything together. So really want to thank you and the organization for everything you did. And it was a great night. And once again, I'll remember it for the rest of my life. So thank you very much.
Well, we'll hold you to that. We're going to have you in the booth for a period of color commentating. We'll see. We'll put you up one-on-one against Maurice Fitzgerald, the best in the business. And
I
again,
think he knows a little
Riley.
bit more about the game than me.
He does. It's funny because I need to turn my light on here. All of a sudden,
now
just
he's
in the
realizing
last
he's get his lights
10
not on.
minutes, it's gotten completely dark in here when we started doing this interview. But again, boys, thank you very much. It was fun to be a part of. And again, your boys are going to have a lot of questions for you as Jackson getting ready to start that big career here very, very soon. And I can't wait to see. Well, we need to get over to Allen High School and call a game just for the fun of it. A little practice.
That'd be a lot of fun.
All right. This has been Around the ECHL with the great Riley Gill. His number 30 will never be worn again by anybody in Allen unless he decides to come out of retirement. All right. We'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.